New tonight, accusations of extortion, threats, and a messy dispute within a popular reality TV family from Metro Atlanta.
We told you last week Todd and Julie Chrisley are facing tax evasion charges. Well, now Todd's estranged daughter claims her father and brother threatened to blackmail her with a sex tape because they thought she talked to the feds. Channel 2's investigative reporter Nicole Carr live in our newsroom. Nicole, she says she had nothing to do with the case against her family.
Right. She says her only contact with the U.S. Attorney's Office prosecuting this case is tied to a threat she took to police just weeks before her father's indictment.
I've told my dad, I don't want you to go to jail. I've told my legal counsel, I don't want my parents to go to jail. I don't want to be involved in this. They brought me into this. This was not a choice that I made.
For the first time, we hear directly from Lindsay Chrisley Campbell. Campbell is Todd Chrisley's estranged daughter. Last week, we broke the news that the reality show star and his wife, Julie, are facing a 12-count financial crimes indictment.
All of a sudden, they say that she was the one responsible for the federal indictment. And at that point, I have to go out and say that's just not true.
This is a July 16th police report Campbell filed in Cherokee County. She tells police her father and stepbrother have threatened to release a sex tape she believes may be out there because they wanted her to, quote, lie about an incident. That incident revolves around speaking to investigators who built the federal case against the Chrisleys.
I honestly had no knowledge of anything that was in the indictment.
Campbell denies being a witness in the case and says the only contact with federal prosecutors stems from the alleged threat. Local authorities did not investigate that threat.
At that point, it was determined that there was multiple jurisdictions involved, and at that point, that's when the U.S. Attorney's Office got involved.
And at that point, that's where our ability to discuss the matter stops.
In his latest statement on the allegation, Todd Chrisley tells Channel 2 he's at a loss to why Lindsay is saying these, quote, terrible, untrue things about her brother and me. He goes on to express his love for her.
I think it's fair to say that what's going on right now, I'm fearful. And I don't know to what level and to who that would be to. I just know that I need to make sure that I protect myself and I protect my child.
And that's why Campbell came into our interview with the security guard. We're live from the newsroom tonight. Nicole Carr, Channel 2 Action News Night Beat.
All right, Nicole, thank you. And there is a lot to this story, so we want to walk you through what's happened so far. We first broke the news last week of the federal charges against Todd and Julie Chrisley. A federal grand jury handed up a 12-count indictment on tax evasion, wire fraud, and use of their production company to hide their reality TV income. Both have pleaded not guilty. They're out of jail on a $100,000 bond each.